Hi, voila, friends. It's Suzanne. It's Wednesday. I thought, oh, well, let's call it Wave Wednesday. I thought that today would be a good day to teach you how to do curls with your straightening iron. So, a couple of tools you'll need is a comb or a brush, your straightening iron. And now I've pre-prepped my hair. When I wash my hair, I always spray in some Unique One. It's a 10-in-1 leave-in treatment. It's a heat protector, anti-frizz. It's basically a great treatment, and I do that every time before I blow dry my hair because the heat of the blow dryer, so it protects my hair from the heat with that. So now I'm going to actually use my favorite heat protectant. It's called Huni Power Polish. We call it Houdini because it's just so awesome. So I'm just gonna lightly spray my hair. The thing I really like about this one is that it just sprays, like you just spray it in. You don't have to spray it piece by piece before you apply heat to it. So it's a little bit quicker. So unravel my straightening iron. So basically what I do is I part my hair down the middle, just a rough part. So I basically just take my fingers down the center of the back of my head and then pull all the hair forward. And of course I'm wearing a scarf, so it makes it a little bit more bulky, but it's not that nice out today. The wind is pretty chilly, I find. Even though the sun is out, it's lovely to see the sun. Okay, so I'm going to start with a section in the back. So I always start in the back. And the bigger the sections, the looser your curl would be. The smaller the section, the tighter your curl will be. So that's something to be mindful of. If you're looking to just create a bit of a messy wave, beachy wave look, then you'll use slightly bigger sections. So I'm going to take my iron and I'm going to have my thumb facing back. So my thumb is facing to the back and I'm going to turn my hand halfway. So now you can see my thumb is facing forward. I'm hanging on to the end of my hair and just slowly pulling the iron through, releasing at the bottom so that it gives that little bit of a flick on the ends without giving it a super crazy curl. So again, I'm going to grab my next section. And this is a fairly quick procedure because I'm taking larger sections. I'm not looking to have a lot of like curly curls. I just want some waves. So again, my thumb is holding my iron in a way that my thumb is facing to the back. And I'm going to just turn it a half turn. So now my thumb is facing forward, hanging onto those ends and just sliding it slowly through. And again, you'll see now I've created this light wave. And then I just keep going right through. So I'll take a smaller section this time just so you can see what the difference in the curl will be with a smaller section. So you turn and just slowly glide it through. You can see how much more curly that piece is because it's a smaller section that I took. And again, I'll take another really tiny section and show again. Halfway turn and just pull it through. So of course, because it's a smaller section this time, look at how curly that little guy is. If you pull it through too tight, you're going to wind up with those little kind of crinked marks in the hair. So try not to hold it too tight. You just want just a nice gentle glide. So turn and pull. There's a curl. And then again. And you can start this bend wherever you want on your hair. If you want it to just be on the ends, you can do that. If you want it to be right at the scalp, you can start right at the scalp. I like to start mine just a little bit away from the scalp and the hairline. There. So that's one side done. So it's a really relatively quick procedure. So now I have to do it the opposite because now I'm on the opposite side. So now I'm going to, again, I'm going to hold my iron with my thumb facing back. And this time I'm going to do a half turn backwards and then just pull through. I've seen a lot of people do this with where they turn their straightening iron. I kind of get a little nervous about that for you because I'm afraid that you get too twisted and then get stuck with the iron in place in that heat, and you could literally like fry your hair in that moment. So I don't really recommend the whole twisting and turning, but I also recommend that while you're starting, turn the heat completely off. Don't even turn the iron on until you get familiar and comfortable with this procedure of clamping, turning, and then pulling through. Once you get comfortable with that, turn your iron on to low. Use the lowest heat setting just so you'll get a little bit of a bend, so you'll see that yes, you are getting the hang of it, because it is a little bit of a tricky process. And the last thing you want to do is damage your hair in the meantime. So again, I'm going to take this little piece and I'm just going to turn my iron halfway. So there is a bit of a wrist twist action. So I'm going to take another section. Oh my, where am I? Here we go. Might be too big of a section. I tend to be a little bit lazier on this side, and I tend to take bigger sections, which then leads me to have kind of a lopsided curls. So I needed to reset that section. There we go. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well these days in isolation. I'm really enjoying these opportunities to do these things with you because I feel like it gives us a chance to connect. Gives me a chance to feel like I'm doing something, because boy, I tell you, this is a hopeless, helpless feeling to be here knowing that some of you are really struggling with hair issues and roots. And so anything that we can do, anything I can do right now to help you feel good about where you're at, and ways that we can conceal those roots. And curling your hair is definitely a really good way to conceal what the roots are doing. So yeah, because it can just create that texture and movement in the hair. So again, I'm just going halfway through down to the end. So it's just a halfway twist. So if I'm facing forward with my thumb, I'm going to turn it so that my thumb is facing back. If I'm facing back with my thumb, I'm going to turn it so my thumb is facing forward. So it's just a flick of the wrist. That's the only motion we're doing. We're not kind of turning and twisting. And then the other hand is literally there to hold that hair in place. If it drops, you'll find that you'll have a really dropped curl on the end, which is okay. That is the in look to have that. So yeah, so the curls are done. Like, that was pretty quick. So my hair is so straight and so silky that these curls would literally fall flat by this afternoon. So I like to add a little cool shot from the blow dryer. So I'm gonna grab my blow dryer. And I find that the cool shot helps to set it because I don't have the patience to sit and wait with the curls to cool off before I get on with my day. So I'm gonna turn my blow dryer and I'm gonna use the cold shot button. And I find that cold also just helps to add some shine to the hair. It kind of reseals that cuticle down. So I'm just gonna go through. And I also like that the blow dryer helps to make it a little bit more messy and lived in. Because I don't want to look like I just left the salon. So that's it. That's my tutorial for today, Wave Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're inspired to sit in front of the mirror and play with your straightening iron a little bit and see if you can get the hang of that little half twist to put some waves and curls in your hair with your straightening iron. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and we'll see you on Friday. Okay, bye for now.